In the sprawling estate of Willowbrick Manor, nestled amid the rolling hills of the English countryside, where ancient oaks whispered secrets to the wind, lived Eleanor Grace Harrington, a woman whose elegance time had only softened, not dimmed. At 65, she was a vision of timeless beauty, silver hair cascading like moonlight over her shoulders, eyes the color of forget-me-nots, brimming with the quiet wisdom of a life woven from love and quiet sacrifices. Eleanor had raised her son, Alexander, alone after his father, a humble schoolteacher, succumbed to illness when Alex was just a boy. She had mended his scraped knees with kisses, sewn his dreams into reality with late-night stories, and poured her soul into watching him bloom into a titan of industry. Alexander Harrington, the self-made millionaire whose tech empire lit up London's skyline, was her greatest triumph, and her deepest ache. "My heart beats in your chest, my love," she'd whisper, but in the roar of his success, her voice had faded to an echo. His wife, Victoria Langford Harrington, was a storm in silk, raven hair framing a face sharp as a winter rose, emerald eyes that sparkled with ambition's fire. She had swept into Alex's life like a tempest, promising passion and partnership. Yet beneath her designer gowns and calculated smiles lay a frost that chilled the manor. Victoria craved the throne, redecorating Willowbrick to her stark, modern tastes, whispering of efficiencies that pushed Eleanor to the edges. "Darling, she's from another era," Victoria would COO, her voice honey over thorns. "Let me handle the old ways." Eleanor endured, for Alex's sake, her arthritic hands folding linens in the shadows, her laughter stifled in the guest wing. But endurance has limits, and Eleanor's heart, frail from years of unspoken grief, began to falter. On that tempestuous autumn evening, as thunder growled over the moors like a beast awakened, Eleanor huddled in the dim confines of the East Wing, a forgotten corner Victoria had dubbed the Heritage Suite, but which was little more than a gilded cage. The door, fitted with a sly electronic lock, clicked shut behind the servants Victoria had dismissed for the night. Eleanor's medications sat untouched on a dusty shelf. The air was thick with damp, seeping through cracks like betrayal itself. Pain clawed at her chest, a vice tightening with each breath, but it was the loneliness that truly broke her. Clutching the antique locket that held Alex's boyhood photo, his gap-toothed grin frozen in joy, she fumbled for the hidden burner phone, a relic from sadder days. Her voice, once melodic as a harp, cracked into a plea. "Alex, my darling boy, they're keeping me here." "Victoria, the door, it won't open. My heart, it's breaking. Get me out of here, please. I need you." Miles away, in the glass fortress of Harrington Tower overlooking the Thames, Alexander Harrington commanded his domain. At 40, he was a colossus, broad-shouldered, with storm-gray eyes and a jaw set like marble, his mind a whirlwind of algorithms and acquisitions. A boardroom battle raged, a merger that could double his fortune, but when his phone vibrated with Eleanor's name, the world dissolved. Her words pierced him like arrows, frail, frantic, laced with terror. "Get me out of here." The line went dead amid her gasp, and Alex's empire crumbled in that instant. Rage ignited in his veins, a primal fire that scorched away years of blindness. His mother, the woman who had bandaged his wounds, believed in his wild ideas when banks laughed, held him through fevered nights, caged like a relic. By Victoria's hand, the betrayal was a thunderclap in his soul. He exploded from his chair, toppling crystal decanters that shattered like his illusions. "The car, now," he bellowed into his earpiece, voice a roar that silenced the board. The Bentley tore through the rain-slicked streets, wipers slashing at the downpour as if to cut through his fury. Memories flooded him, Eleanor's lullabies in their tiny flat, her hands calloused from factory shifts to fund his tuition, her proud tears at his first patent. And Victoria, her late nights, networking, the way she'd sideline Eleanor's calls with, "Mother's tales bore me, darling." Lies, all lies. How could I be so blind? Alex snarled, fists white-knuckled on the wheel. The manor loomed ahead, a silhouette against lightning's flash, and he stormed through its doors like judgment incarnate, coat dripping, eyes ablaze. Victoria lounged in the grand salon, a glass of Merlot in hand, scrolling through her tablet amid minimalist sculptures that mocked the home's warmth. Alex, love, you're home early. The merger. Her lips curved in a practiced pout, but he was a hurricane, bypassing her to charge the east wing. The lock yielded to his override code with a beep of surrender, but rage made him smash the panel anyway, sparks flying like his temper. Mother. Eleanor's form lay crumpled on the threadbare rug, pale as porcelain, her breath's shallow rasps. Oh, God, Mama. He scooped her into his arms, her feather-light weight a dagger to his heart, cradling her as he had as a child, now reversed, the son become savior. Victoria's heels clicked behind him, her voice a venomous silk. Alex, what on earth? She's fine, just resting. I locked it for her safety. The storm, you know. Don't be dramatic. He whirled, Eleanor's head lolling against his chest, and the fury in his gaze could have leveled mountains. Safety. You caged her. I heard her beg, get me out of here, while you sip wine and plot your upgrades. His voice thundered, echoing off the walls like an accusation from the grave. Victoria recoiled, wine spilling crimson as blood. Darling, you're overreacting. She's manipulative, always playing the victim to pull you away from us. Us. Alex's laugh was bitter ice. There is no us. You poisoned this home, turned my sanctuary into your stage. My mother, the woman who gave me life, breath, belief, you treated like refuse. He advanced, a tower of wrath, his free hand slashing the air. Out, pack your venom and go. The lawyers will carve what's yours from the scraps, but Willowbrick. She's mine, and Mother's. Divorce papers by dawn. Tears, hot, unbidden, traced his cheeks, mingling with rain. Victoria's facade cracked. She crumpled, emerald eyes wide with shock. Alex, please. I did it for us. For our future. But her words dissolved in his storm. He carried Eleanor to the ambulance he'd summoned en route, her fingers weakly squeezing his. My boy, you came, that's all. In the sterile glow of St. Mary's Hospital, Alex kept vigil, her hand in his as monitors beeped life's fragile rhythm. The doctors mended her heart, medication, rest, a stent, but he mended his soul, confessing in whispers, I failed you, Mama. Chased shadows while you faded. Eleanor's smile, faint but radiant, lit the room. You were my light, Alex. Love isn't ledgers, it's this. You hear. Victoria vanished into the ether, her empire of illusions collapsed, leaving echoes of silk and spite. Months later, Willowbrick bloomed anew, Eleanor's wing transformed into a sunlit haven of books and blooms, laughter ringing through halls once hushed. Alex's empire shifted, philanthropy for single mothers, tech for the elderly, fueled by a heart unchained. Evenings found them by the fire, her stories weaving spells, his arm around her shoulders. You pulled me from the dark, Mama, he'd say, kissing her brow. She'd reply, eyes twinkling, we pull each other, love. That's family, the fiercest force. And in the quiet nights, as stars pierced the velvet sky, Alex knew, rage had been his forge, reforging blindness into vision, chains into wings. For in defending the heart that birthed him, he reclaimed his own, a legacy not of millions, but of unbreakable love. Thank you for watching this story till the end. Sparkles, if it touched your heart, please support us. Thumbs up, give it a like. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Bell, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us. Heart.